Hi, Coach Cheryl here. I hope you are doing great and having an awesome week, enjoying the rest of your summer. It's coming to a close really quickly, isn't it? Anyway, I wanted to check in with you this week and see how you're doing. I actually just got finished watching last week's Habits of Health call, which was all about one part of our new transformational system, the life book. And this is actually my favorite part. So I enjoyed the playback so much that I'm actually going to send it out to all of my clients this week. If you weren't able to catch it live, or weren't able to like super focus on it, if you were on live, that happens to me sometimes, or haven't seen the playback yet, check that out. It is really awesome. It gives you a lot of insight to not just our new transformational system, but the life book specifically. And some things that I learned on there were, how to use your life book. They talked about that. And some examples are, use it in partnership with your coach. That's what I'm here for, right? One element at a time, but really progress at your own pace. So I love that too. It's something you can use daily, and it helps you to track your progress and write your new story. Doesn't that sound exciting? So it's something I've been really enjoying. And it lets you know there's different elements as you go throughout the life book. And in each element, you'll set goals, to be more clear on why it matters to you. Write about your experiences so far, learn, including helpful tips and advice, see references to Dr. A's Habits of Health, and have a coach to assist you to master each element. So it's really pretty exciting. I definitely would, like I said, check out the playback, learn about our transformational system, and specifically the life book, which really is the part where you're, again, journaling and writing your own story. So I love it. And yeah, as far as our transformational system, we've been talking about it a lot, but it's exciting because it's really helping us in a more concrete way be able to track our progress and to transform our health. So it helps us to really kind of make those changes that we need for the long term, rather than, because we know it's a journey and it's not just a temporary fix to fit into a pair of jeans or, see a certain number on the scale, but really to transform our health, create new healthy habits, and write a new story for ourselves to transform our health. So I love that. Check that out. And another thing, there are a couple things that they mentioned on there, some announcements that if you hadn't already heard, one being about the app that's included in the transformational system, but that's actually available to everybody, whether you're on Android or iPhone. Go to your app store and download the Dr. A's Habits of Health app. And that's something that will really help you to start, what's it called? Tracking your progress. And it's like an accountability tracker. So in that, I was going to show mine, but it doesn't show up super well, unfortunately, on my screen. So anyway, it will help you to track your eating throughout the day, to track your water. And there's even a section here for stop, challenge, choose. So when you're struggling with a food choice, having some emotional eating, some, where we need to manage our emotions a little better, we can click on that and we can write down an entry, and I did an example. So I wanted to kind of share that with you real quick. But in my example, because we're all on a journey, I'm not perfect. I'm still learning too. So, when you're faced with that struggle, then it's a great opportunity to go into my app, click stop, challenge, choose. The first part is, stop and write down what happened, what's happening, what's going on. And then for me, I wrote, I was wanting other food, not on my plan. I was starting to feel deprived. And I know that's like such a common thing to go through in our brain that just wants to be satisfied, and that toddler brain, we want what we want, right? And so instead I wrote down, that's what's happening right now. And then the next thing was challenge, stop, challenge, choose, right? So challenge those thoughts. And I wrote, what? I already know how it feels to give up, to give in to those temptations, but I want to know what it would feel like to keep going, to push myself past my highest point of success so far on my journey, to keep going. It's easy to say, it's good enough. Like I can stop. But like, if I really want optimal health, I'm going to keep making the good choices. So that's what I was challenging my thoughts with. And it really helped me to write it out. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's a cool tool. And then lastly, to choose. What did you decide to do? And I wrote, I decided against it. I surfed the urge and distracted myself by watching a Habits of Health call, and focusing on what I want to create instead. Because when I'm focusing on what I'm, trying to create and envisioning myself in the future where I want to be, that's exciting, that's motivating, and it compels me to move forward. Anyway, and it makes those other distractions not as important. So rather than running away from something or, giving into those feelings of woe is me right now or whatever, like, just focus on what I want. So anyways, that's really cool. It's a cool way to kind of journal as you are, going through these thought processes and learning to stop, challenge, and choose. And you can go back, it records it for you, and you can kind of review with your coach what you've been learning about yourself in these times, and celebrate your victories. So that's pretty exciting. So you can go ahead and download that right now. Another thing they said that is available, you can go to habitsofhealth.com and you can actually download a free PDF version of the first part of your life book. So while you're waiting for your transformational system to arrive, you can, get the introduction, get the element 1, that first part, and start working on it, check it out, see what it's going to be like. It's pretty exciting. So anyway, that's my challenge to you, is if you haven't already, I want you to check out the webinar from this past week. They also have a really amazing transformation story. A husband and wife got to share their progress so far on their journey, and it's outstanding, you guys. It's really cool. And the fun thing for me was that I know these people. They're actually in my area, and I've gotten to go to health events with them, and they're really, really amazing people. And the wife in particular is a therapist, so she's in the mental health care profession, and it's really cool to hear her perspective as a professional in that field of not only our program, but the transformational system itself, and how, how valuable of a tool it is. So it's cool. So check that out. That's my challenge to you. And also, download the app if you haven't yet, and start using that so that we can, check in and see how you're doing so far, when we do our calls. And then also, check out and download, while you're waiting for your transformational system, the life book, the beginning free introduction part. So anyways, I hope you're doing awesome. And I really look forward to hearing how, you're progressing, what you're working on this week, and checking in soon. Talk to you later.